And hello fellow tankers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. And today I bring you a game that I played just recently after new update 4.7 in my E50. Actually guys, I was really upset after this game. So basically I have recorded this game on my Elgato and then I ran out of hard drive space. And so basically I had to remove the video that was after this, and at the same time I went and I cut this video. This was probably last video in my recording. I cut it and I saved it. I made sure that it's good, but I didn't check the end of the video, and then I deleted the actual file, the entire file that I had my my big video on, because what I usually do is I record a bunch of games, and when I have a good game I stop it and then I cut my last game. So I deleted the entire video file, and then I continued playing the game. And then after the night was over, I put this video on, I started watching it, and all of a sudden it cut out a few minutes before the end of the game. And I was so upset, because if I knew that the video was cut out, what I would have done was I would have went back into the replay system and gotten myself the third-person view mode, and at least, you know, had the end of the video. So I was debating whether I should post this or not for you guys, and I feel awfully stupid for posting this, but it was such a good game that I really want to show you guys, yet I don't have the end screen. Now the good thing is, with the new update, you could see the ribbons that are on top right hand corner, as well as you can see the damage standing at the same time, so that will help a little bit. But I know at the end I'm gonna have to explain to you what really happened, and just to make it up to you guys, I'm gonna put together at the end of this video, I'm gonna have my yesterday's run in E50 and M46 uncut, so you guys can watch it. I'm not gonna comment on those games, but you could see me play like I would be playing live, so hopefully that can compensate for this. But so unfortunately I don't have the end screen for this game. I don't have the results screen. I don't even have the last few minutes of the game. I'm gonna have to explain to you what happened, but it was a nice tactical game. It was really solid. So basically initially I went to B2 area to see what's going on there, take some early shots, maybe get some early damage, but it turned out the entire enemy team is on that side. So when I realized that, I basically dropped quickly into the base circle, because it's an assault mode. Two teams are assaulting one location, and I knew at that point that we have numbers on this side, so we would be able to basically get in and take these three guys out of the game. So I'm a bit frustrated here, because, you know, there are four of us here, but the two tank destroyers were sitting kind of in the back. And I wanted everybody to move in at this point and kind of an attack to get these guys out of the game. Now, we took out the Leopard, me and the Sheridan. Now all of a sudden we know that there's no one in the middle here, so I'm really free to roam around this area here. And what I'm trying to do here is get behind these guys' backs and maybe put a few shells into their backs. Now I started playing E50 again, because this thing is still good, guys. If you have a proper setup on it, it's still gonna be good tank to play. The only problem would be the reload. So I'm using vert stabs on this tank, gun laying drive, and rammer. So this tank still hits pretty good on the move, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. I mean, you saw me right here hit one shot on this object. It was on the move. I'm gonna hit another shot on the move later on in the game, and you'll see. So here I know that I'm being outnumbered, so what I'm gonna do is go up on top of this hill and drop behind the hill over here, so I'm with my friendlies. So we're gonna try to take these guys out of the game. It's still the plan. I just don't want to lose any health points at this point in time. Here I kind of over angled a little bit, and Fatherland puts a shell into me. So yeah, we're gonna try to push these guys once my reload completes. I'm gonna try to push him, but I'm still waiting for my tank destroyer to engage from the other side, so that these guys are not paying attention to me. But our light tank goes in, loses some health in the process, but takes out the Fatherland and now our tank destroyer is going to take out this heavy tank. So this entire side is good for us right now. We're clear and we're winning this battle. So I could see the medium tank there, actually a couple of medium tanks encroaching into the position at what is it, D7 right there. So I'm going to try to get in a position to take a few shots at these guys. Unfortunately, T54 is behind cover, so I can't hit him. Object 140 is slightly visible. I'm going to try to hit him, but I hit the rock, unfortunately, because he goes behind, and I already pulled the trigger. You know, I'm too slow sometimes. It is what it is. So the idea of capping here is trying to draw them into the base circle. That's all basically I'm trying to do here. And there are two of us capping. I don't know why tank destroyer is not capping. He should be capping with us at the same time. Here I aim up a shot on the object, and I hit his cupola. That's a very narrow shot. Like I said, E50 still got it, guys. With proper setup, this gun still works, although the reload kind of sucks. So here he could have just been sitting here, and we would have probably won the game. But I thought to myself, I had a reasonably good game so far, 2.8k damage. There's still a lot of tanks on the opposing team that I could get some damage from. So I decided to move up. So I'm not gonna actually stay in this position. I'm actually thinking at this point whether I should be going or staying, and I decided to go. So we're gonna try to take this object 140 out, and then maybe if on the other side of the field, if those heavy tanks there and tank destroyers encroach into B3 area, maybe we can take some sniping shots at these guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to move up here. Unfortunately, object gets taken out, so I don't get any damage from that. But we're gonna try to move up and see if these guys start pushing on this side, and if they do, maybe it will present us some opportunities. At the same time, I noticed, oh, by the way, before I say that, take a look at this shot on the move into IS-7. Holy RNG. Wasn't that something, right? Like I said, E50 still got it, even on the move with the proper setup. Even though the aim time sucks, this tank is still good. So anyway, I was mentioning to you earlier, I've noticed that there's a heavy tank in the base, and there's a tank destroyer, STRV, and a light tank against them. It's an E100, so I decided to go and help. I thought we still have two tank destroyers on this side, so they'll be able to handle the situation. But these guys will probably need my help. So basically what I did here is I came in, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get on the other side like I did earlier and try to get flanking shots into this E100. I'm pretty sure he's got no support with him. He's just all by himself. Well, first of all, I'm going to try to poke the ridge here, but I don't want to overexpose, and I couldn't get my gun down, so I decided not to poke over and lose any health at this point in time. The game is close. I don't want to lose any health. So what we're going to try to do, like I mentioned to you before, I'm going to go all the way around to see if I can put some flanking shots into this guy. And at the same time, I'm going to hope that either a tank destroyer or light tank actually distracts him. They distract him from the other side. So we're going to get into a comfortable position here, but he's unfortunately looking at me. So now I'm hoping that our light tank is actually going to put some fire into him so that he's not paying attention to me. That was not a very good shot. But I wasn't sure at that point if he actually turned his turret yet or not. But he hasn't, so I'll keep on watching him to see what he does. Now unfortunately I changed position. Here I can't get my gun down. And again, I fired a shot too late. He managed to turn his turret already. So here I'm getting frustrated because he constantly is looking at me, but these guys are sitting in a base circle but are not distracting this guy. So I'm clicking on them. I'm like, guys, come on. He's looking at me. Like I'm not talking on the comm, but these guys should be paying attention there. That's what I was hoping for. So Sheridan puts 408 into him. That makes him turn his turret. And here I can put some shots into him. So I make sure I aim, because I already got rid of all of my APCR shells. So I'm stuck with AP right now. So I really need to catch a flat side of this E100. Here, bad shot again because he was turning his turret. Being very impatient right now, that's the problem. So, the gun is going to troll me a bit here. That actually hits the turret and bounces. Although it was auto-aimed, unfortunately. Look at this. I'm going to hit the back of E100, and that's going to bounce. Okay. It's like 3 shells, and they do nothing, right? So we're going to try one more time. Can we put a hit into him? Flat side of the turret. That penetrates. That's pretty good, but a very low roll. 325, unfortunately. So now Sheridan's doing a really good job. He's distracting him, and STRV came to help. But unfortunately, the light tank falls off the cliff and kills himself. Commits a suicide. And that's too bad, because if he stayed alive, he would have helped a little bit more. I could still use him. He played a really decent game until this point. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. So this is where my video is gonna cut. So we're gonna be waiting for these guys to come up. The 2 tanks left are the M50 M and Jagdpanzer E100. So unfortunately my video cut in here, and I'm gonna try to describe the situation for you, what happened at the end. So as you can see, I'm at 3.9k damage right now, which is relatively good. It's 2v2. I'm expecting these guys to come from C8 area, somewhere around there, because obviously they were going through the backside. They were taking B2, B3 route. So we are expecting them to come from here. But what happens is, actually, Jagdpanzer E100 gets detected at D7. So he actually went through the middle, went through D7, and took the bridge at E8. So what I decided to do is I decided to drop. So I took my tank down to location H8, and then I was able to put flanking shots into Jagdpanzer E100 while he was crossing the bridge. At the same time, E50 M appeared at C8, and he was engaging our tank destroyer. So basically it was 1v1, me versus Jagdpanzer E100, and then tank destroyer versus E50 M. Now E50 M was on a very low health. He was probably 1 shot to me, and Jagdpanzer E100 was almost full health. Actually, he was about 3/4 health. So by poking out at H7, I was able to put quite a few side shots into him. Obviously not at the same time, because he was basically turning, paying attention to me, then he was turning, paying attention to our tank destroyer. But I was able to get him down in health until he was 1 shot. But unfortunately, E50 M manages to take out the tank destroyer. So then it turned out to be 1v2. Me versus E50 M and Jagdpanzer E100. So at that point, Jagdpanzer E100 started capping the base at E9. So what I did was I approached it from G9. I tried to get him out of the game. Basically, he was only 1 shot. But he was hiding behind the wreck of a dead Jagdtiger. So all I could see was his little cupola. So I put 1 shot into cupola, it bounced. I put another shell into his cupola, and I took him out of the game. At the same time, E50 M decided to outflank me. So he went all the way around and came to G8 area. He was trying to flank me from behind because he knew that he was only 1 shot to me, yet I could take a hit from him. So I basically turned around to face him, and at that point, it was 1v1, so I was thinking, I'm higher in HP, I'm a lower tier tank, so I should be able to win this game based on the inflicted damage. So basically, I wasn't pushing him, I was waiting for him to come out and engage me, but the battle time expired, and it was a draw, which got me really thinking, did Wargaming take out win by damage scenario? Because I thought we've won this game, but unfortunately it was a draw. And it happened to me earlier today as well, in a similar situation. It was 1v1, me and somebody else left in the game, and the same thing happened. It was a draw. I'm wondering if Wargaming has taken out that scenario. Anyway, in this game, I managed to do over 5,000 damage, with over 1,000 spotting damage for about over 6k combined. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry that I can't show you the end of the game. It was really exciting. And I was really upset that I couldn't record this. Or I did record it, and something happened, something screwed up, and I didn't get the end of the game. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy my rambling. enjoy the rest of this video. This is my run from yesterday. And aren't those gun sounds wonderful? The changes to the game, I think, are spectacular. I think Wargaming has done a fantastic job. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Looks like there are a lot more players back in the game, which is great as well. It's very encouraging. Finally, we can see something happening with this game, which we were waiting for such a long time. So I'm really excited about this stuff, and I'm gonna play a lot more. Actually, I've started playing ISM, the new Russian Tier 8 heavy tank, so you're probably gonna have some material coming down the pipe on that tank in the near future. Anyway guys, enjoy the rest of this video. Check out the guys in the description. Happy tanking. Until next time, Space Bandit checking out.
Es sind Feinde in der Gegend. Entweder zerstören wir sie alle oder nehmen ihre Basis ein. Los geht's!
That's not even fucking possible. It's not even fucking possible. Oh my gosh. How is that possible? Whatever.
Wir haben Gegner im Gebiet. Macht sie fertig oder erobere ihre Basis. Gegner gesichtet. Bereit zu feuern. Kette repariert, Wale los. Der Gegner zielt auf uns. Gegner aufgedeckt. Gehe weg vom Ziel. Sie haben uns entdeckt. Ziel erfasst. Sie haben jetzt ein dickes Loch in ihrer Panzerung. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier. Geladen und bereit. Feuererlaubnis erteilt. Sie haben uns entdeckt. Sie haben uns voll erwischt. Nachgeladen. Gebe Ziel frei. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier. Feuererlaubnis erteilt. Feuerschläger. Gehe weg vom Ziel. Der Gegner zielt auf uns. Das war's für uns.
Fucking A.
We lost a friendly vehicle. The enemy knows our location. Loaded and ready. Focus attention here. They found us. That's gotta hurt. We've been damaged. We lost accuracy. Focus on this location. Let it rip. We fixed the main gun, but it is still not very accurate. Been detected.
God damn it! Fucking driver, don't! Jesus Christ! Just stop right in the middle of the fucking.
Like that one went right through. Enemy is toast.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit back and wait for you to do what you're gonna do.
Been detected. They blew up our track. We're stuck. Track's up. Let's go.
Don't push them any further. Leave them there. I can help you. I got about 9 seconds.
Focus on this area.
so I don't know what you're talking about.
Loaded and ready. They found
Well,
us.
I've done 2,500 damage in that direction, so... I'm aiming on the Waffle 100 right now.
Target locked. Enemies looking right at us.
Oh, it went over his...
They destroyed one of our tanks. Been detected.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of here.